morning, you guys. Happy New Year. Today is Tuesday. It's my first day back at work, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. It's gonna be a very busy day. I'm leaving now. It's 7:15. We're like house sitting for my in-laws, so it's only like 5 minutes away from school, which is great. Look at how pretty the sunrise is. One of my New Year's resolutions is to drink more water, so I have my tumbler. All right, now I always have a million bags. Always. I'm gonna go through and put their seating back where it's supposed to go. All right, all of my chairs and everything are underneath the desks. That's like our flexible seating. I'm so tired. I have like 10 minutes till the kids come, so I'm gonna try and just like put a bunch of things up that I brought over break. And I'm gonna open these blinds because it's kind of just like dark and gloomy in here. And I'm already just so tired. I don't think I can like function with it being this dark in here. I didn't change their seats and I feel like they're gonna be mad at me because they know that they typically get them moved at the end of each like quarter or whatever. The quarter isn't over though, so I'm just gonna tell them that. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything turned on. This is always so hard. Maybe it's, okay, there we go. My mom's the best and already changed like my calendar and my flip calendar for me, so I'd be ready to go. It's going to be such a busy day. I have like so many things I need my assistant to do, like just my bulletin boards, and then, oh gosh, that would have been horrible if I would have dropped this water on me. But like I said in the car, I'm trying to drink 3 of these a day, which is a big deal for me because typically I would just like go get Coke. So we're trying to start the new year off good. My computer isn't working, which is just like so typical for me. Things like this, you know, like when it's important that it works, it never works. Like the last couple days of school when I had like really important things I needed to print and stuff, like it just wasn't working. So we're gonna at least turn this on, but like my computer's literally just turning black, so we'll see. I've passed out the morning work. Apparently it needed a cleanup and it's been updating. I worked so hard on my slides for back to school, so if I don't get to use them today, I'm gonna be so sad. All right, it's now my planning, so it's been a little while later, but I'm gonna kind of show you what our morning was like and leading up to where we are now. So they did this worksheet for morning work to kind of just review our punctuation. I actually just started giving them morning work worksheets. I was just doing morning tubs in the morning, but now that it's the second half, I really want to get them ready for second grade. So that's why I'm adding in the worksheets in the morning as well. But when they finish their worksheet, they can do morning tubs. Right here are all of my morning tubs that they can do. I'd get all of these off of Amazon. These bins are from Oriental Trading. And yeah, all these things like my kids absolutely love. So after that, around 8:15, we go ahead and get started with our day. So we do our morning meeting, and this is what I did. I made these slides. They're in my teacher resource drive and they're also on TPT, but we just went through all of these questions as like a part of our morning meeting. And then as you go down, there was like some goal questions about some goals. And then there's a game. So you like find people who had something in common with you from the last year. That was a huge hit. They loved the game. So I'm really glad I did that this year. I didn't do it last year. So that's something I'll definitely do again. After that, we did our like normal morning meeting, which is just like sharing a memory. So I get my microphone and then I went around and they told me their favorite Christmas present that they got. So that was really fun. And then we did a think, pair, share about their favorite memory from Christmas break. So they got to talk about that and their presents that they got, all of that, and they got to share with each other. And they like really enjoyed that because that's all they want to talk about this morning. Now that they've talked a lot, they've gotten to like get to know what each person did over break and what their presents were. They got all that out during that time. So that was fantastic. It was about 30 minutes. So it's now like 8:45. So we went ahead and started all of our routine refresh. So this is a routine refresh and I made this. This is a freebie on my TPT actually and on my teacher drive. So I just like had this laminated and it's in the front and it goes over basically all the routines that we needed just a refresh on. And then I had like some slides that I went through as well and I'll show you those. So here are the slides and pretty much we went through every single little part of the day all the way until packing up. I will admit it's a lot to go over, so I split it up and I did it up until like midday And I really messed up because I forgot to go over the lunch like rules again before lunch. So we're gonna actually do that after lunch, but it's okay. We're gonna go back to the cafeteria because my class has been struggling with that, just like lining up after lunch is over and cleaning up and stuff. So we're gonna go back over there this afternoon or tomorrow morning maybe and like re-go over all of that. But going over each of these things and being like as specific as possible was super helpful. And another thing is I really stressed to them that they are like halfway to second grade and that's like a big deal. And I talked about the different expectations and how it's like my job to get them prepared for second grade and how like my expectations are gonna be higher this like go round, like the next 2 quarters. And just like really talked about that. So before anyone comes for me, I teach at a Christian school. So we do teach Bible. That really surprises a lot of people, but at a Christian school, that's what you do. So we had our Bible lesson today on the boyhood of Jesus. And basically we have like a corresponding for the like opener of the lesson. We have like a little poster that I have in the front of my classroom and you like read the story behind it. And then you do like a workbook page. So we did this workbook page all together. And then that was with Bible. We did prayer requests and our prayer for the day. And then it was time to move on to language and phonics. Starting off our phonics lesson, every single day we do our sound charts. So I have mine hanging up here in the front of the classroom and they're just these big charts and we go through the special sounds every single day because it's so important for them to know and it'll help them be better readers. So we use the Abeka curriculum and that's what these are for. So we do that. Like I said at the beginning, we really try to make it fun. And so I'll have like girls do one column, boys do the next column. They'll like switch off. Sometimes we do like fun games with it. So if you like want to know more about that, let me know. But we started doing that and then we did our worksheet together and then our language worksheet together and that was pretty basic, so won't get into all of that. But I will show you guys our weekly motivator for this week. So our weekly motivator is this classroom bingo and it just looks like this. It's actually on my TPT and my teacher drive as well. And I just laminated it, put magnets on the back, and our prize is an indoor snowball fight because from Home Goods, I think, I found like a huge indoor snowball like fight kit thing. And it's just basically like these big white, like, I don't even know what they're made out of, but snowballs. And so that would be really fun. And I knew they'd be excited about it. So anytime I see the whole class doing something, they're like following our rules and expectations really well, then I'll call a student to come pick one of the bingo chips out of the bag. And then they put it on the bingo board. And then when they get bingo, they get the prize. So that is for this week only. I change it every week. So like that kind of gives them a motivation to like, oh, we've got to do it this week or like it's gone and we don't get that prize. So that's super helpful. I didn't mention this, but typically when we do like Bible and I'm reading something to them, I do sit in my rocking chair and I have them sit on the carpet just to like get them out of their seat and then moving a little bit. Then we went on to math. And so I actually had them do math on the carpet with me today. So I pulled up our math worksheet on the board and then they all sit here with their clipboards and then we do our math together. After all of that, it's time for lunch and then we also have one bathroom break within all of that craziness and snack time within all of that, like before math. So we just went to lunch, then specials. Now they're at recess. My assistant takes them to recess if I have an assistant at that part of the day. So that is super nice and I can just get like a bunch done. So I really needed to take my Christmas bulletin boards down. So I went ahead and did that and I put like my January one up and then my one outside my room, I have 2 outside my room. I have a small one and I have a big one. The big one, I have no idea what to do with it. I've been doing like themed, but it's a huge bulletin board and it's just kind of like a hassle to change. So let me know if you have any ideas. I want it to be, I think I might should do student work and do like a cute saying above it and that way I can keep it until the end of the year and just have to change my one like seasonal one right outside of my door instead of having like 2 seasonal ones. So, but let me know if you have any ideas or cute sayings or anything that I could do. I thought about doing like just like our bright work and doing like cute little light bulbs or something. I don't know, we'll see. But so I went ahead and took that off the big bulletin board, changed to my small one. And then I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's not mine, I don't remember who it was, but I'm gonna cut this out into just a square for them, I think, and have it on construction paper. And then you put like string and you hang these down and it has little different things for the New Year's. So I thought that was really cute. It's like my New Year's resolution, something new I want to try, the best part of 2022 and a picture of me in 2023. So I thought this was really cute and that can hang up somewhere. I also printed off these 2 other New Year's worksheets. So this one I did make, it's a snapshot of 2022. And it has just a bunch of like favorite place I traveled, favorite book, favorite TV show, top memory, and favorite food. And then just this coloring worksheet for whenever they finish early. And again, I like to just decorate my room. Like all of this back here is for their work, and then I have it like on my windows. So that's 3 things we're gonna do this afternoon for the new year. And so now this has been really long, so this is pretty much the only time I get to talk to y'all though. Now I really need to grade a little bit from things that I didn't get to grade before Christmas. And then I also just want to like look on TPT and find some like fun things that correspond with things we're doing in class. Last year I was way better about that. This year, like 1st grade curriculum is so just jam-packed. I feel like I have no time for crafts. Like, I mean, I know we're just doing those, but like I used to do pretty much like a craft a week, maybe 2 a week, and it'd be like fun things that like went along with whatever we were learning in like grammar or math or whatever. And I just feel like I haven't had time to do any of that, which is so sad to me because those are the crafts like I love, because they're like meaningful crafts, you know? So I'm gonna look on TPT and try and find some of those, and I'll let you know if I find anything. But yeah, I have like, let's see, I have like 25 minutes left of planning. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind on all this. Believe it or not, this is the stack of papers that I have to go through, and I have to figure out if I'm grading them, if they've already been graded. The end of the year, or like right before Christmas, is so crazy because it's like I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas, yada, yada, yada. It's just a lot. So this will be my job for the next 25 minutes. I just went through all of these and I put aside the things I still need to grade. Thankfully, a lot of it I didn't realize had been checked by me already. And I guess I just had like 1 or 2 people missing out of it. So I kept it until I got the rest or whatever. So that is a big blessing. I just pretty much, I mean, I still have like a couple things and like 2 tests. So, oh gosh. So this can be thrown away, and then these are all things that can go, thankfully, in their Friday folders. So that took like a huge, so I guess it was kind of like half of it. So that is great. I grade these spelling tests to start off with and put them in my grade book, and then I'll grade, I just have a language worksheet that I need to, and then a phonics worksheet, and then their grammar test, which I've already graded. I've put like the like -4, minus whatever. I took to put the grade on it and put it in my grade book. And then I'll be all done. So maybe I'll have a little bit of time to at least cut out some of those things for our craft and then like get ready for the afternoon. I got all the spelling tests graded and in my spelling, or in my spelling book, LOL, in my grade book. So have that all done. That'll be the last one on this like report card, so that's good. I'm basically just trying to get everything done before Christmas, because anything we're doing now is just going to go on to the 3rd quarter report card, so I don't have to like stress about anything we're doing right now, but I also don't want to get behind. So that's why today I like want to go ahead and get all of these worksheets and tests and everything out of the way, so that after school today I can grade the stuff from today, and then I'll be like all caught up, on track, all that. So for our grammar tests, I do make my own grammar tests. I've honestly thought about putting them on TPT. I don't know, but basically they're off of like what we do with Abeka. So I don't know. I feel like they're like pretty good. So I just do it based off of our worksheets, because our curriculum doesn't come with grammar tests, but I feel like they definitely need grammar tests, because otherwise their only grade is like their worksheet or something like that. Basically, it's not like a good assessment of like what they're able to do in grammar. And I just really felt like 1st grade opposed to 3rd grade, like in 3rd grade, they did pretty good at writing sentences. And I feel like that's one big thing that some of my students just like have not gotten yet. And I've like talked to a lot of 1st grade teachers, and they said that's pretty normal. And I mean, in 2nd grade, they still like forget punctuation, capitalization, all of that. But sometimes I'm just like, I just doubt myself because I'm like, I feel like they should know this. But that is one of the like not cons, but just the hard parts of going down in a grade, is I feel like my expectations were too high because of like what my third graders were able to do. Obviously, I knew first graders were not able to do the same thing, but just the level of like, okay, wait, like they're way down there with being able to know how to do that. That was definitely an adjustment. I feel like I'm still learning, but next year I'll be in first grade again. So I feel like I will definitely like know what I'm doing, know what to expect, and it won't be like a blind side. So that's really good. I'm very thankful for that. We made it, you guys. I cannot believe it's done. The day's over. So we got out like probably 30 minutes ago, and I was gonna kind of do a recap of our afternoon. I've been like cramming my mouth with goldfish because I didn't have a lunch today except for chips, so I'm like starving. And it's gonna take everything in me not to get Chick-fil-A. But New Year, I'm trying to be different, you know? But we did not get as much done as I thought. They finished their math worksheet that they were working on, and then they had a little bit of free time. They got to color the picture of like the Happy New Year's hat. And then pretty much after that, they did practice spelling bee. So I was like, where is it at? So here's like our spelling bee words. And so they just got in a circle, and then I had my assistant start with them while I was lesson planning, and she would just read the word, and they did a little bit of spelling bee practice. And then we went over our like end of the day procedures and did a recap of what that looks like and what quiet time looks like, closing circle, and like packing up all of that. So that went really well. And honestly, they did way better than I was like expecting. I was like expecting them to be like bouncing off the walls all over the place, and they did really good. I was like so just like thankful, because it would have been pretty rocky if they would have been just, you know, like all over the place, like a rocky start of the week. But they were really good, so that just like made me feel so much better. But our grades are due tomorrow, so I'm gonna load them really quick on our WinWeb, and then it's like, I feel like I'm always checking my like watch, but my phone, it's 3:10 right now. And so I'm waiting on my mom because we're gonna go walking after school. So I'm gonna load my grades, and then I feel like there was definitely something else I wanted to do. I need to clean my desks, so and kind of just like tidy that up. But I feel like that's probably it. I might try and find some more things on TPT, but I'm done planning for the next 2 weeks, so that's a relief. And yeah, it's been like a really productive day. I'm like very proud of myself because I was really not feeling it this morning. I was like, I'm not gonna be productive, but thankfully I was. I still haven't figured out like all my planning. I was kind of trying to like brainstorm what I could put on the board out there. I already have letters, hashtag best work ever from last year, that I was like, I could just like throw that up, but I don't know, I'm not feeling it. So I'm just gonna leave it blank for right now, and like we'll brainstorm. You guys can let me know if you have any ideas. But yeah, grades are all done, and I'm gonna load them now. I'm almost done putting in my grades, but like something weird is happening with my reading grades, and it's showing that everything is like only 1% weighted. So I'm about to go ask my team teacher to figure out that, because it's due like first thing in the morning. So I have to get them done before I leave today. So I'm gonna ask her really quick and figure all of that out. But the rest of this video will kind of just be like my end of the day kind of routine, what I do every single day whenever the day's over. All right, I've cleaned the tables, I've put out their morning work, and we're good to go. So I'm about to go to the bathroom and change and put my walking clothes on. But first, I'm gonna take a couple Instagram pictures of like my weekly motivator, things like that, because I like to have just like some on hand whenever it's time to post. So since that's what I'm doing this week, that's what I'm gonna do. There you have it, you guys, first grade. Hopefully you guys got to see a little glimpse of it and you guys liked what you saw. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. This was super fun and honestly a lot easier than I thought it would be, so I'm going to try and do more of these. Let me know what else you want to see, or if you do like these types of vlogs, day in the life, so let me know. And yeah, have a great day.